Now let's talk about that knee strike. So the one thing we need to understand about the knee strike, it's a close range attack. So when we're doing our front ball kicks and our front kicks, I'm in a kicking range. When I do my knee, I'm in like a close combat. So I'm in from here, all right? Punching range would be out here. I still can't knee him. The close combat, I'm in this position. So anytime I'm using my knee, I'm really close to them. Whether they grab me or they punch me and I hook them, I'm coming from there. But before we do the knee, I want to talk about how I'm clinching them. So the main clinch we're going to be using is a tie clinch. We're going to take our hands, clap them together, and then hold my elbows in. Try not to do this or like this. You could do this, but really try to get your gable grip coming in like this. The reason is it's very strong. So when Mr. Joe tries to pull my arms apart, I'm here. Okay? So I want to make sure I have a good grip. Now that grip is going to slide up. I'm going to wrap right behind his neck, and I'm going to hold my elbows in, okay? If I hold my elbows up, he has some moves he can do to shoot out. So I want to make sure I'm holding him in. The good thing about this is I'm putting pressure on his neck. So if I'm tired or I'm nervous, I'm putting my body weight on his head and his neck. When you control the head, you control the body. So it's going to be very difficult for him to start throwing strikes when I'm leaning on him like that. Yeah, he has some options, but it's not the same options as when he's standing up. So if I'm nervous, I can just kind of grab the head and pull in. Now my knee strike, very simple. I'm going to bring my knee up and slam it in. So I'm just coming up like this. If I have my clinch on him, I can pull him down into it. I can drive my knees, drive my knees. Now, watch what I do with my stance. When I'm driving my knee, I'm going to drive in here. I'm going to put it down. I'm going to step my other knee back and then drive it there. So I got a little dance move going here. Okay? Good dance. All right, so I want to make sure I understand that. So let's look at him holding the kicking shield and how I'm going to do my knees. So working with my partner, I want to make sure we have safety in mind. So I don't want to keep grabbing onto his head and then kneeing him. I don't want any strains in the neck. I don't want any injuries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just grab onto his hands and so mimic my clinch. And I'm going to take my knee, my back knee, using my hip flexor and my core to drive it up, to drive it up. Drive it up. Then, when I want to, other side. Drive it up, drive it up, drive it up. Okay? So that's how you work your knees. You'll get a good core workout at the same time. So let's just go over where these knees are going. So that's fun for me. So from here, what we're going to do, we talked about I can grab, I can knee the head. So you saw how Mr. Joe was blocking it. That's just safety protocol in the dojo so he doesn't get hit. But if he's not blocking it, there's my knee. Okay? If we're in this position, I can drive my knee into the stomach, okay? If we're here, I can drive my knee into the groin. I can also, when I turn this way, I would be in front of him, but I'm allowing you to see, drive my knee into his knee. Okay, so you're just working. Now, since I can drive it on that side, I can also drive it outwards and in. So I can use my knee strikes on a lot of different areas, but understand, the knee strike is for a close combat, okay? Don't be in a fight and start throwing knees. Ain't gonna work. Make sure you're in tight. Look, I'm gonna set it up with my front ball kick. He comes down, there's my knee, all right? Close combat, knee strike.